I mentioned, as soon as more information comes up in regards to Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, I will gladly cover it. And surprise, surprise, we've gotten more communication in the past 2 weeks than we've gotten in like 6 months. We have more info in regards to Dragon Ball Sparking Zero in the future of the game. Is that kind of crazy? And before people are like, oh, it's because you made a video, it's because so-and-so covered it. That had nothing to do with it. I promise it was complete random timing. We don't have that kind of power. If we did, we would have been doing this for months and actually gotten information in the past. I mean, in fact, we've covered stuff like this in the past and nothing happened. We've talked to them directly and nothing happened. It was just weird timing. But I will say this, I would gladly volunteer as tribute and do these videos weekly if it means we get the needle moving and get more cool updates in this game over the course of the future of the series. So yeah, I'm just letting you know right now, I will gladly do these weekly. That said, we have more information in regards to Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Behind me, outside of my set, is no trailer. That's because the trailer didn't really do anything. The trailer was like 6 minutes of just them showing off all 200 plus characters. And then they, at the end, dropped the bomb where they announced 209 coming and to be continued. So we know that season 2 is coming. Again, they're not going to just abandon this game. Whether you believe or not, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is not a dead game. Is it as popular as it was, leading up to the release in the first month? No, not at all. But the game is still thriving on PlayStation, and it's got a lot of players. Whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or not, it's got a lot of players over there. Numbers don't lie. Steam, it's kind of dead. Xbox, I can't really speak, but every time I hear people talk about their Xbox experience, they say that the lobbies are a lot more slower to fill. So I can't speak on that. I guess let me know down below how the Xbox experience is. But on PlayStation, it's fine. But also, to be fair, I will say this. I've gotten people who also said on PlayStation they don't really get matches and stuff. So it might just come down to connections. My experience on PlayStation is it works. There's people who play it. And again, they're not just going to abandon this game that sold millions of copies like day one. Like, it's obvious they were going to do season 2 to begin with. Now, before we get into it, what I'm going to ask you right now is whether you're a concurrent player or a returning player. Let me know that part as well. What do you actually want to see in season 2? List literally everything. Again, the more we speak and are loud about this, the more likely we'll actually get these changes. This is not just like a me thing, it's an us thing. So let me know. And let me know if you're a returning player or a concurrent player, because it lets me know, like, it's going to be two different bits of information. Concurrent players will want specific patches and balances and specific characters, whereas returning players are going to be more like, this is what I take to bring me back. So that part is also important as well. Now, let's be real. This is Bandai we're talking about. We likely aren't going to get anything life-changing. I'm going to set the bar low, so when they go over it and over-deliver, I'm going to be hyped. And if they end up giving exactly what I think they're going to give, it's like, well, I saw that coming. But let's be real. They're probably just going to give us like 3 more DLCs in Season 2 that consists of like 4 or 5 characters each, so like 15 characters, and then a map or 2, and they're going to call it a day. Call it quits. I don't know. I hope that's not the case, but if it happens, I won't be surprised. But I'm also here to say, Bandai, I'm talking to you directly right now. I said this in my video the other day. This is your opportunity to make things right. Put the soul back into Tenkaichi, man. Again, Sparking Zero is a great game. It's just missing soul. Anybody that played the Tenkaichi series in the past, you know what I'm talking about. This game is missing soul. And y'all got the opportunity to No Man's Sky this game. What that means is No Man's Sky was dog shit at release. It was a cool concept, but it just like, that game was never going to deliver on the promises they made. However, to the ones that actually looked into the game recently, No Man's Sky is thriving. It's crazy. It's literally the game that promised years ago. And a lot of you guys probably don't even know this. Like, they improved No Man's Sky that much. I want that to be the case for Sparking Zero. So Bandai, hear me out. Add more story elements. Cut the slideshow shit. Give us the story elements, the cool stuff, the unique stuff like Gohan Black. Make Gohan Black playable while we're at it. I don't know why he's not. Like, the fact that we got a what-if character just sitting there in a story mode that you have to fight is insane to me. I mean, you can, if you go in the modded version of the game, you can go all that stuff, but like, he should be official in the game to begin with. So, more story mode stuff that explores like crazy what-if scenarios, because that's what we've always wanted, and that's what we enjoyed the most in these games in the past. Also, more stages. I said this the other day. There's no reason why you have a Dragon Ball game where you don't have maps like Kami's Lookout or Kame House or like, and then I also said in my last video, you can make it even simpler by doing variants of maps. A different, like, view of, like, let's say, the wasteland area where, like, you're outside of the Rocky Mountains, so you're not having the camera fight you while you're fighting your opponent. Stuff like that. Like, you can easily just, like, change the scenery, having a different section of Planet Namek where you're not always getting knocked underwater, and then, like, that takes away from the experience of the fights. Like, you could easily do that. You could be dropping these map updates monthly, leading into the official release of Season 2. Easily. And do you know how many people you make happy doing that? Like, guys, you guys are like gearing up this Nintendo Switch 2 release. It's about to be a dead zone over there. It's gonna be looking like Garlic Jr. took over as management with the release of the Switch 2 version. I genuinely don't know anybody that's gonna buy the Switch 2 version like that. I'm curious to know what the numbers are gonna be. They should have been doing the cooler updates leading up to the Switch 2 version, because at that point, at least when you drop the cool updates first and get people to want to play the game, when you drop another version on the game on the Switch 2, more people will want it. But then again, I might be wrong. For all I know, when this hits the Switch 2, it outsells PlayStation. I have no clue. We can never predict these things. But with that said, like, basically what I'm trying to say is I want to see more in regards to, like, completing the game and putting a soul in the Tenkaichi than just dropping characters, you know? Like I said in the last video, 1 versus 100, you know, survival mode, all these like custom what if fights where it's like you have the already pre-made fights where you have to like do these difficult fights with a certain amount of health, stuff like that, the challenges. And also give me something to like grind, you know? If I beat these fights, if I beat the survival mode, if I beat these challenges, I get something cool like customizations, you know, something that I can attach to my character. Like something I can wear with pride and not a stupid title. Nobody cares about title. Again, nobody cares about titles in these games. You might get the 1% of people that do, but the rest of us don't. We want visuals. I want to be able to put something on my character. Like again, put a tuxedo on Guldo. I said that last time. And you know what's more annoying? Genshin Squadron every single day releases these random costumes for all these characters, and I'm like, bro, just Control C, Control V, bring that shit into Sparking Zero. Come on. Let me grind for that. Let me unlock like specific outfits for like Jiren. Put Jiren in like a nightgown or something stupid. Because if I'm beating your ass in a nightgown and a sleepy cap, that's funny. Like, there's so many things you can do in this game to like really like breathe a lot of air and soul into it that would make this game so goated. Again, if you give me something to grind for, I will do it. I will gladly do it. I will gladly sit there and unlock all these accessories, like halos, for example, which they could have already given to every single character. Every character, at minimum, should have the halo option, or like sunglasses or something, or like scouters, you know, something to kind of put on the character that you can say you grinded for, and then, you know, you can show that off while you're fighting online, you know? It's like there's so much you can do that you just don't do. But you know what? Benefit of the doubt, I think this game could absolutely cook if they start, you know, addressing these things and actually focusing on releasing this in the future. That's why I think if we as a community are as loud as possible over the course of the next couple months, we might get these updates. Big might. Because I've also seen, you know, Bandai not do these things in past games. But again, we're not going to not try. And the best thing we can do at least is just try. So be as loud as possible. Just don't be obnoxious. Because I know it's very easy to be agitated on like social media, for example, and just harass the interns. Like, what would you make this when the interns have nothing to do with it? Be very vocal, but be like in a nice, positive way that tells Bandai what we want, so they can relay that information to HQ in Japan and they start developing these things. Because again, if Genshin Squadron can put out these like random outfits for like Majin Buu and Caulifla, there's no reason I don't see they can't do that in a game like Sparking Zero. And if we start getting that kind of stuff, you know how hype it is? How hype and fun it would be to just like grind out these cool things so we can like have something to show when we go online. Or even if you want to just play by yourself in offline content. Like there's a lot that you can do in a refreshing way that makes the game feel a bit different. Like that's all it takes. That's all it's gonna take to like turn this car around and go in the right path to Disneyland of Sparking Zero. That's the best way to, you know, put an analogy out for that. But yeah, for right now, like I said, we know nothing. We do know that Battle Hour is in 2026. I believe it's like April, something like that. I don't know if I said this already in the beginning of this video or not. It's sometime next year, and I assume we're going to get a roadmap. I think I saw a tweet before I sat down to record this video. I didn't verify it. I think I saw a tweet that mentioned that in 2026 January we'll get information, which made me think like Battle Hour, but I know Battle Hour is not taking place until like April. So maybe they might drop some information soon around then and then give us like a roadmap. But a roadmap would be great. If you guys give us a roadmap, and I don't mean like what you did with Sparking Zero, it was like, yeah, DLC 1 is superhero, DLC 2 is Diamond, and DLC 3 is a question mark. Give us an actual roadmap. Tell us what you're working on, because that will give us something to be excited about. If you just let us know you're working on like a co-op mode, working on like a raid mode or something, or like all the offline content, I promise you we'll be hyped. We'll be excited. We'll be playing that game, waiting for that to drop. But just don't be quiet about it. If you just don't tell us, I'm just gonna assume you're not working on anything other than like DLC characters. And if that's the case, while I won't be completely disappointed because it's still something new, I won't be like super hyped. Because again, with the Daima stuff, while Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku and Vegeta were dope, it's something that I didn't really care about. But I'm also like not the biggest Daima fan. I know the people who love Daima have been like dying for these characters, and they're probably enjoying this way more than me, for example. And I will say they absolutely cooked. They did a great job on the visuals and everything for those characters and the brand new map. It felt like so lacking because it took so long, you know, and they probably spaced it out like that on purpose. So it's like, all right, here, damn, we're done. We're gonna go figure out season 2 now. So yeah, you drop that season 2 roadmap that tells us what we're getting, what to expect. Then at least it'll give us something to like, kind of like strive for, if that makes sense, and wait for it while you guys cook. I trust y'all. I don't know why, because I've seen Bandai be disappointing before, but I trust y'all to actually be able to just deliver exactly what we want. Because I think we know what we want. It's just whether or not y'all want to do it. That's what it comes down to the end of the day. But yeah. Anyways, I think that's pretty much everything. I don't want this video to be too crazy long. I'm already like yapping way longer than I should have. But anything else y'all want to cover, let me know in the comment section below this video. And again, if you guys want to also help out by just commenting DLC update that you personally want to see, and also mention if you'd be a returning player or a concurrent player, like you already played the game, because that again matters. Let me know what you just want to see as far as season 2, and let's be loud about it. Again, don't be annoying, but let's be loud about it. Don't harass anybody online. Like the interns, they probably don't even get paid to tweet. Just, you know, be cool, be chill, and if we're loud enough, we might be able to like actually turn this game into the goated series that it's supposed to be. So, yeah. All right. Hopefully we get an update soon. We'll see. If not, I guess I'll see you guys in January in the next update, if that was the case. But I feel like the Jump magazines might start doing more info that will start teasing stuff, and as soon as more information comes out regarding the game, I will absolutely cover it. I might not cover it day 1, but I'm gonna cover it. Yeah. All right, that's everything. Thumbs up if you're excited. Leave a like on the video if you're just hoping we get more stuff on sparking, and yeah, I think we're just gonna end it right here. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. See you in the comment section below.